the channel. Welcome to Authentically Being Ava. I'm Ava. Yes, family, it is me. Yes. I did a protective style over my locks. Yes, I did. So there's some of the blow blonde trying to peek through. Yeah, and I did it myself, right? So yeah, family, I got a different look. I'm looking to switch it up a little bit for the spring and summer. And I just wanted to do something a little bit different. I needed to cut them, and I'm glad I did. So, but yeah, this is some fun hair. So family, let me get into it. You didn't tune in to hear about my hair. So family, yeah, so look, family. You know, I understand these days that things are changing in the world as far as gender identities and who people find attractive or want to date. You know, at one time it was just, you know, heterosexual, and then you had gay, but now it's all kinds of things now. It's a lot going on these days, and I can't keep up. I'm going to be honest. And look, look, I'm heterosexual. I just want to make sure I say that, okay? I'm a heterosexual woman, born a woman, and that's it, okay? So I wanted to just make that clear. I'm saying all this because I'm leading into the reason that I'm doing this topic today. And at this point in the video, I haven't decided. Okay, so family, I said topic. I meant title. I think I said topic before. So yeah, I meant to say I haven't. At this point, I haven't decided on the title. Is what I meant to say. So anyway, on the topic yet? I would say it like right now. This is the topic that we're talking about, but I'm not quite sure at this point. I'm going to go back and label this video. But I want to talk about something that recently happened to me, and this is going to lead into what this whole video is about. So I was perplexed. Look, I was have been hit on for a couple of times by the same person now. But it's a man. He was a man, but I assumed he was gay, family, okay? And when I say assume, and I don't normally like to assume things, but generally when you see someone, you know how a gay person, well, let me back up with that, because not all gay people act alike, and I get that. A lot of them don't appear the same. Some, you have no clue they're gay. Some are very flamboyant, and this is what I'm speaking about with this person. Very flamboyant outwardly, okay? You know, all of that, you know what I'm saying, fam? You know what I'm talking about. All the yes, and you know, all of that. You know, the hands and girl. Yeah. So I'm perplexed because, okay, and I know that there's some people that go both ways. You know, they're bi. So it just wasn't clear to me what was going on. Either way, for me, I'm just not interested, because I am just strictly a heterosexual woman who likes men. But I was just, family, just really, really confused and perplexed, okay? Because I wasn't understanding. I never had the conversation because, and the conversation is that I wanted to ask, are you bisexual? You know, because I'm confused, because, you know, I didn't have it, because sometimes you kind of got to read, you have to read the room, to read the temperature. And based on how this person acted, like they were kind of flighty at times and, you know, hot-headed about things, I'm like, yeah, I don't think I need to ask that question. But I really needed to. I wanted to, but I'm like, they probably wouldn't receive it well, because it seemed like they were trying to portray themselves as strictly about women or wanting to date women. Highly confused I was. I'm just going to be honest. I'm like, okay, I'm seeing everything. I'm hearing it. But you're saying that you're strictly, so I'm confused. Family, if you can help me out, is this something new? Please, write in the comments, because I would really like to understand so that I'm educated, because I really wasn't sure what was happening. I knew that I wasn't interested, like I said, but I didn't understand, family. And I just was, the question in my mind was just like, why? I don't, and then it got me looking at the person like what's going on with them, like, because this is what I do, family. I'm telling you, when I don't understand something, I'm trying to find out. And I'm, like I said, I'm just, just looking, observing, everything. And I'm like, I didn't know the backstory. I wanted to know. I was trying to get that, but I wasn't able to get that. But I was just trying to figure that out, like, what was really, really going on. Because, like I said, I noticed the flightiness, the temperamental. There was some kind of, I think I noticed some kind of issues with anger, emotional. So I was like, okay, what's going on? What happened in childhood? Because that was next, like what happened? I don't know if that was really, anyway. Yeah, family. Like I said, I don't know if this is a new trend or whatever, but that was perplexing. And I don't really, yeah, family. I don't know. I could speculate as to what it could have been, what's going on, because people out here these days, they're just trying to survive and trying to do what they need to do. And, I don't really know what was really at the nucleus of that, like what was the point? What was your desired goal? Because they were talking about, wanting to have a family and have a child, and he wanted to marry a woman, and I'm just like, are you gay? I mean, are you? I look. I'm like, wow, it's a lot going on out here, family. It's a lot. Yeah. Any comments? They're welcome, family. But yeah, on to another topic. Now we're talking about heterosexual men, okay, and relationships with heterosexual women. I am, and this is something totally different than the first, but I'm just seeing changes. I'm seeing things that I'm just not understanding in dating some of these guys. I mean, I'm thinking back on some of the relationships that I've been in, and the viewpoint of some of the men that I've dated, it's like, it seems like everything is about the puss. I mean, I'm just going to be honest. I'm not trying to be vulgar, but that's what it seems like it's about. Like, that's the main agenda. And whatever it is I need to say from the man's viewpoint, this is what I'm gathering. It's like, whatever it is that they need to say to get into the puss, that's what they're going to say. However they need to portray themselves to be, that's what they're going to be. Whatever it is that they feel like you may want, they're going to try to give you that, or make you think that's what they, nothing, it seems, like I said, and it just seems like nothing is really about being genuine anymore, like really being who they are. Some people, maybe even a lot of people, may not think they're worthy of some people, may not think that they're good enough, or that if they just come at you as they really are, that they feel like they'll get rejected. So maybe that's why they put on these airs that they're this way or that way, or hey, I'm all this, or I got this kind of money, and I'm about to blow up in this mug, like, or have this attitude like, I don't play that, I'm a, all of that they feel in order to get a woman. But it's like, okay, you may be able to pull one, but you're not going to be able to sustain that for long, because it's going to be seen, and then the jig is up. But it just breaks my heart, like, honestly, it's like, what is going on? I'm speaking from a place of being healed, because it seems like they will avoid healing their problems or fixing their problem, going to see a therapist and working out their problems. They will avoid that at every cost. They will do everything else but fix the problem, whatever that is, something from childhood or your relationship with your mother, or your dad or whoever, address whatever. It seems like it's easier, which I don't feel it is, because I'm just saying that thing pops up and ends up messing, ruining relationships and stuff over and over again. And I'm just like, why torture yourself like that and put yourself through all of that, instead of facing. And let me just say this: there's a lot of men out there that are facing their issues head on, and kudos to you and bravo, because I'm not saying none of the men are doing this. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying there's a lot that aren't, okay? And the ones that have dealt with their problems, and those are probably ones that have found healthy relationships and are probably doing their thing and are off the market. But I'm speaking of those that are still out here, shooting dice. Hey man, let me see. Hey, we rolling craps. Hey, let me see. Yeah, let me see what I got. Where I got. I can do what I need to do. I'm talking about those guys. I'm just like, fellas, just go see a therapist. Go work that stuff out. And a lot of times, I guess I'm putting myself in their shoes as to what they're thinking. A lot of them now are late 40s, 50s, and beyond. And they probably feel like, I've lived my whole life. I hadn't got help. Why bother now? I got 10, 20 years left. I might as well live, life to the fullest. But it's like, who wants to get involved with somebody that's got a lot of baggage, that's got a lot of BS with them? I could appreciate people, much better when they're just being honest, open and honest about what they're dealing with, what their issues are, just speaking from the heart. You'd be amazed at how far you get with people when you're just open and honest about yourself. And there are a lot of people that are like that. There are. But like I said, and I wanted to just throw that out there, but there are a lot that aren't, that are hell bent on, just wearing a mask and faking the funk and pretending and, trying to figure you out so that they can manipulate you or use you just to get something from you. Those guys, I am. And again, because I know that there's some guys, I can hear it right now already, that are saying, women do that too. Women, look, I got that. Yes, yes. I'm not saying there aren't. I'm just speaking from a woman's point of view, a woman's perspective, a heterosexual woman who's dating men, whose relationships in dating have been with heterosexual men. I'm not a woman looking for women, okay? If I was, I probably would be speaking on women, but I'm not. But yes, you're right. There are some women that do this too, but in this topic, we're talking about men, okay? And it's unfortunate, and like I said, it's just so heartbreaking and sad because, I'm thinking back to the late 60s and all the hell that was breaking loose, after King died and, all of this, the havoc and how there was so much unity back then. This is what I'm talking about. We had unity as a family, in the Black community, raising families or doing what they could. And it's just, I think about now and where we are, and it's horrible, You have some success stories, people who can give you advice on relationships, who have healthy unions, healthy marriages, are successfully raising their family and have raised a family and all of this. There are some success stories out there, but for the majority, there's a lot of brokenness. And I think that's at the basis of all of this garbage out here. And then some of these people out here that are, promoting these videos, trying to tell men to, be a certain way and do all, and it's not for the benefit of keeping or making a strong connection between men and women. It's to break down and tear down and make the man feel more superior over the woman and have, like I'm saying all this to say, I think in the end, men need to sit on somebody's couch and talk about what's really bothering them. That's at the basis of it. And actually, men and women need to do this too, because women too have our place where we can also give men guidance, where, especially if you're working to be an equal partnership in the relationship. We know our places and everything, but women have just as much to contribute, to relationships and partnerships as men do. We all have different roles, true, but there's some very, very powerful and intelligent women, bright women out here, as well as men. And together, oh my God, that would be just beautiful. And I've seen it growing up, in my own family, with my own parents. So I know that it is possible, and I've seen that. But these days, family, I'm trying to help. Yeah, I'm trying to help. But I'm just speaking off of what I've seen. So concerning. It really bothers me, especially when I see men who are in their 50s and 60s who have this immature mentality and behavior, like their 20s and in their 20s and 30s. Like, did you ever get the lesson? Like, it seems like they didn't. And I'm not pointing fingers. I mean, this is just actual stuff that's real. I mean, I'm just being honest. Like, I'm like, based off of what I'm seeing and hearing come out of your mouth and the treatment and the things that you're doing, you never got that lesson. It never happened. And at their age, they could care less about getting the lesson. But they want a quality woman. It's just imbalanced. It is really, it's rough to watch, family. It's just like, wow, like, yeah, I'm good, like, I'm laughing, but it's not funny, but it's crazy, Some men will want to, like I said, get a quality woman, a high quality woman, a woman who, may be around their age, but has preserved herself, taken care of herself, worked on herself, tried to heal the things in her life, that in her past, in her childhood, things that she's been through, trying to understand, herself and grow and learn and be a better person, so that when she, is able to be a help to other people, she can, or to her husband, or, whoever she has in her life. But when you find men who've done nothing to try to fix themselves, to try to heal, they want to push it off. Oh, I fixed that. I took care of that. I'm good. They eat all the wrong stuff. They have all of these health issues. They close to being in a wheelchair. I mean, seriously, they are in poor health and never worked on themselves spiritually. Never, just didn't do any of the work. Just party hard and, ran through women and now they want to settle down with a quality woman. It's like, sorry. Or you'll have the man who they have achieved some level of success in business, and now they feel that they, are the man because they're making six figures or whatever, and they feel like they can treat you any kind of way because they figure that maybe they make more than you, and so have these ridiculous standards, or, it's just so sad. It really is sad because it seems like people are just children. It's just like children in grown people's bodies. Like, they feel like, oh, well, because I have this success, I should have a woman, should be like this or like that, or, she's got a washboard stomach and she has no double chin, and, just just immature, ridiculous standards. I mean, everybody likes what they like, but when they come to you and they say these things, oh, you look like you might have a double chin, in 10 years or so, it's like, are we there? Like, really? Like, you're kind of old to be, but like I said, you have to really gauge who you're dealing with. And unfortunately, it seemed, for me anyway, it seemed like a lot of men really waged their value upon what they had in their pocket, what they have in their bank account. And it's really sad. It really is. And they use that as leverage when they're dating, I guess, to get the puss, I guess. It seems like that's what it is. But it's just unfortunate. And when I start to see that type of behavior, I know that this person is an immature person. They still need to grow, in some areas. And so I know that this really isn't for me. But yeah, so that is well, family. So I just wanted to put that out there, family. Anyway. Look, family, I just wanted to address that. I don't know if other women out there who have experienced this, who, have a couple of words, a couple of comments they want to give. I would love to read them. It's just, I am perplexed. That's just where I am. And it's a sad state of affairs for women, I really feel, because a lot of us generally tend to work on ourselves, to fix ourselves, because we see the problem. And it's like, what do? Do you date outside of your race? And, but I'm seeing women of other races are complaining as well. So it may just be across the board. Ladies, keep doing what you're doing, growing, learning about yourself, loving yourself, because that's what it's all about. And, from my experiences, I can help somebody else. So family, that's kind of where I am. So family, thank you for watching. I'm gonna try not to be away so long next time. Please subscribe and like the video. I appreciate your time, and I will see you on the next video, family. Thank you. Bye-bye.